Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Shreshtham Manumapi Shachiputram Atra Swarupam Rupam Tasyagajam Urupurim Maturim Goshtavartim Radha Kundam Girivaramaho Radhika Madhava Sham Prapto Yasya Pratita Kripaya Shri Gurum Tam Natosmi Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Ataf Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Shashi Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghuratam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha Vande Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityanando Sahodito Godo De Pushpavanto Chitro Shando Tamonado Ajanu Lambita Bhujo Kanakavata Tau Sankirtan Aika Pitaro Kamalaya Taksho Vishvambharo Dvijabharo Yoga Dharma Palo Vande Jagat Priyakaro Karunavataro Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tina Smarane Hoy Vigna Vinashan Anayashe Hoy Nijavan Chita Puran Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Please see this song. Can everyone see it? I hope so. If not, you could find it on your phone. Monore kohona gore rakota. Monore Koho Nagore Rakota Gaure Nam Omiyaradham Piriti Murati Data Gaurera Nam Omiyaradham Piriti Murati Data Shayane Gaura Shapane Gaura Gaura Nayane Tara Shayane Gaura Shapane Gaura Gaura Nayane Tara Gaura Nayane Tara Jibane Gaura, Marane Gaura, Gaura Galara Hara. Jibane Gaura, Marane Gaura, Gaura Galara Hara. Yara Majhare Gaurange Rakhiye Birale Bashia Rabo. Hiara Majhare Gaurange Rakhiye Birale Bashia Rabo. Manera Shadhete Shirupa Chandete Nayane Nayane Toba. Manera Shadhete Shirupa Chandete Nayane Nayane Toba. Gaura Bihane Nabachi Purane Gaura Kodiche Shah. Gaura Bihane Nabache Purane Gaura Kodiche Shah. Gaura Balia Jauka Jibana Kichuna Chahibo. Gaura Balia Jauka Jibana Kichuna Chahibo. Gaura Gamana, Gaura Gotana, Gaura Mukhera Hashi. Gaura Gamana, Gaura Gotana, Gaura Mukhera Hashi. Gaura Piriti, Gaura Murati, Hiyara Rahalo Pashi. Gaura Piriti Gaura Murati Hiyai Rahilo Pashi. Gaura Dharma Gaura Karama Gaura Vedera Shah. Gaura Dharma Gaura Karama Gaura Vedera Shah. Gaura Charane Purana Shopinu Gaura Koriben Par. Gaura Charane Purana Shopinu Gaura Koriben Par. Gaura Shabada Gaura Sampada Jahara Hiyai Jage. Gaura Shabada Gaura Sampada Jahara Hiyai Jage. Narahari Das Tadashe Das Charane Sharanamage. Narahari Das Tadashe Das Charane Sharanamage. Charane Sharanamage. Charane Sharanamage. Do you have the translation there? Scroll down. O mind, speak only about Gaura. Gaura's name is the abode of nectar and the worshipful bestower of Unatujvala Prema. In sleeping, Gaura. In dreaming, Gaura. Gaura is the star of my eyes. Well, we went too fast, didn't we? In life, Gaura. At the time of death, Gaura. Gaura's name is the precious necklace I wear around my neck. Keeping Gauranga inside my heart, I will sit alone and fix my mind on his enchanting moon-like form. I will gaze in his eyes and become absorbed in his beauty. Without Gaura, I cannot live. Gaura is my everything. I pray to give up my life taking the name of Gaura. I ask for nothing else. Gaura's movements, Gaura's nature, Gaura's smiling face, Gaura's love, Gaura's full form, all enter my heart. Gaura is my dharma, Gaura is the object of my karma, Gaura is the essence of all the Vedas. I surrender my life at Gaura's lotus feet. It is Gaura who will take me across the ocean of material existence. Gaura is the essential sound vibration and wealth for that person in whose heart he manifests. Or, it could be translated, for a person who has taken Gaura as the sound in their heart, which suggests that whole, find in the 12th canto of Bhagavatam discussion of different levels of sound, and for whom Gaura is the wealth. Narahari Das always prays to take shelter at the feet of such a person. Today is the appearance day of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who has appeared in a golden form. Not quite yet. Have to wait till this evening. Who was the first to do a major service to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu upon his arrival in this world? Who can say? Advaita Acharya, well, he performed service before his arrival by calling him to come. Yeah. Madhavendra Puri. Any others? Shachi Mata, well, she gave him birth. That's a major service, isn't it? All the Navadvip Vasis chanting the holy name, getting close. Okay, I'll give you a clue. It was a demon. Getting close. All the Navadvip Vasis chanting the holy name. It was a demon. Rahu covered. Rahu is always the enemy of the moon. He's always envious of the bright shining face of the moon. Now he thought, I have a good excuse, because now this face of this baby, what is the moon? Who are you to shine when this Gauranga moon is shining? So, Akalanka, what is that? Shakalanka Chandra Arana Prayoja. What is that? Akalanka Gaura Chandra. What is that? Now I'm forgetting. Akalanka Gaura Chandra Dilo Darashan. Shakalanka Chandra Ar Ki Prayojan. Now this spotless moon of Gaura Chandra has appeared. What is the use anymore of this spotty moon? Thinking like this, Rahu took an excuse to swallow him. So he was, and then as a consequence, everyone went to the Ganga and chanted the holy names. So even the demons from the very beginning get the chance to serve Gaura. And Mohini Murti, who cut the head of Rahu, she was setting him up for serving him or her in his future pastimes. We just sung this kirtan. I think many of you may have sung it for the first time, or maybe not been aware of it, but it's well known among Bengali Vaishnavas. There are several kirtans which are well known among the larger Bengali community. Haraya Nama Krishna Jadavaya Namaha. Jodi Gorana Hoito Tobe Ki Hoito. Nitai Pada Kamala. Actually there are many Narottam Das songs. Gaurangera Duti Pada Jara Dhana Shampada. This is also well known. People who sing this regularly, well, why would they want to sing it? They're raised in that culture, and if you know the language, it just enters like breathing air. So it becomes part of you. What a feeling that Gaura is everything. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited so many places. He traveled in South India, as you well know, and he distributed love of Krishna. But the response he got in Bengal, we don't hear about that in other places. After he took sannyas, he left. And his aim in taking sannyas, stated in Caitanya-caritamrta, was to uplift the blasphemers, the wranglers, Ninduk, Tarkik, the Parava Adham, the rascal students, Mayavadis. So he took sannyas at that time he was even thinking of the Mayavadis, who weren't so prominent in Navadvip. It was more a place of Navanyaya, of arguing, wrangling. He took sannyas to deliver them, but by taking sannyas he had to leave Navadvip. So how could he deliver them? He left. And then they were struck. Oh, what did we do? They thought he was a great person. Their thoughts may be that he was popular, good-looking, beautiful wife, had everything, happy family life. He left it all in a young age. That is greatness, to take sannyas at an early age. So they thought of him as being great like that. They didn't know his full glories, but it was a good start because they were ready to offer him respect. But he wasn't there anymore. He left. And they thought, wow, we really blew it. He's a sannyasi. We don't expect him to come back. And then news would come of what he was doing, which is why Shachi Mata asked him to go to Puri, because she would get news of him, at least would get some news. Otherwise, with Vishvarup, he had left home and then don't know, no idea whether he's alive or dead or what he's doing, where he went, no idea. That's sannyas. Traditionally, there's no one following you around doing live streaming on Facebook. Gone. But news would come from Puri of what he was doing. And then he went to South India. That wasn't so much known, but when he came back to Puri, that became known. Some things were known. So the news came that he had delivered, he was going around delivering everyone. Sri, Vridha, Balak, women, old people, young boys, not expected to come to the highest level of spiritual consciousness. But he was delivering them all. And again they were thinking, oh, we really, really missed it. Then again he came to Navadvip. And he was there briefly, and thousands of people, lakhs and lakhs of people came to see him. And then he went up towards Ramakeli, and as he was walking, just everyone, there were just crowds of people following him. We don't find such descriptions in South India. Crowds of people following. There may be someone is plowing the fields, or a woman is cooking, or feeding her baby, and then they hear some commotion, kirtan, and shouting and yelling, and dust is rising on the road. What's going on? Then they saw that figure of Gaura, and just forget everything and run. And some who came late, or after, they would take the dust from that place. So wherever he went, he made holes in the road, because everyone was coming and taking the dust. What a reaction. Even now in Bengal, not everyone. There are so many demons and atheists there also. But natural inclination to kirtan and no sense of shame or I'm a very big important person, but they'll join in kirtan very easily and sing and dance. The women will do the ulu dhani. No sense of what will others think. No such idea. Here in South India, people are a bit more stiff. But now they're taking to kirtan. It's not that everyone has to become exactly like a Bengali. It can be Krishna conscious. Even in Gainesville in Florida, Prabhupada, when he went there, he said, this remote place. Somebody think, what's he talking about? He's from a remote place. This is America. And he's from India. That's a remote place. This remote place so far from the birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So people may take to Krishna consciousness through their various cultures already well established here in South India, that mood of Vaishnavism in reverence. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mood is, or the followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, their mood is to have reverence for the irreverent, for the irreverent love in Vrindavan. They worship that with great love. Pujala Raga Pata Gaurava Bhange. This Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur described the devotees of the Gauriya Math worshipping. Puja, that is archan, that is the Pancharatrik Marg, and Kirtan, that is the Raga Marg, the Bhagavata Marg. So the followers of the Gauriya Math, they would do Kirtan in the mood of puja, worshipping, but their object of worship, you can see in the Gauriya Math logo, their object of worship is not Lakshmi Narayan, who are worshipped in the Pancharatrika Marga, but their object of worship is Gaurnitai Radha Krishna, or Gaurgadadha Radha. Actually, Gaura means everyone, all his associates, everyone. He doesn't come alone. So they worship by kirtan. One of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's disciples, after his passing, he came to a deity installation that one of his godbrothers was doing, and he said that they had all arrangements that Vikasa Maharaj, he was expert in these rituals, all kinds of rituals for installing deities, and this other one came up, Bharati Maharaj, Bhakti Vilas Bharati Maharaj. He said, no, don't do this. You should do it the way our Guru did. You install deities by kirtan. Full and complete. Prabhupada also said that we had, for installing Krishna Balaram, we had all these rituals, and Prabhupada, he went along with it fully. They because he was the Ajaman, they put all the kusha rings on everything. He went along with it, but later he commented, actually the installation was by kirtan. Calling the Lord by kirtan. So that's a great fortune for the Bengali people, that they can very easily take to this wholeheartedly. There may be so many demons in Bengal who speak badly of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That was there when he was present and continued and still continues. But there are many others who just very naturally take to it, or they're born into that. They very naturally accept. This is it. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he's everything. He's everything. This song is a prayer of. It's not really even Atma Samarpan. Atma Samarpan, giving yourself fully, but it's already given. It's not a question of cultivating Atma Samarpan, but already having fully given oneself to Him. And such persons, they can fully understand Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We can't understand by some kind of analysis. But, of course, analysis is there in a devotional mode also. But simply by saying is, we can see some encyclopedia entry, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, born as Vishvamba Mishra. His parents came from Sriharta district to settle on the banks of the Ganga. So much information can be had. He took sannyas at the age of 24. He vanished from this world at the age of 24. Not sure how. There are different opinions about that. This is what the scholars will say. We, on following Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, we accept Bhakti Ratnaka's version that he entered Gopinath. So this way we won't understand God. This song, if we sing with this attitude, that attitude will come naturally by singing again and again. We'll feel the Acharyas who are Acharyas because they feel like this, they know like this, they convey that to us. There's much discussion going on. What is the nature of Diksha? Divya Jnanam, the bestowal of knowledge, but it's not book knowledge. This is Divya Jnanam. This is revelation of one's position. And again, we can understand it. Jiva Swarupai Krishna Nitya Das. But to actually enter into that, these songs are very helpful because they're imbued with that feeling. It's not simply you write an exam, Bhakti Shastri, become Bhakti Shastri, I passed my exam. But naturally the feelings will arise, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained to the feelingless Mayavadis, who took it as the aim of their life to be feelingless. Any feelings means you're in Maya, according to them. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was just the opposite. He was a bhavuk, which means sentimentalist. They use this word as an insulting term. It means you're expressing so much feeling, which is just what the opposite of a sannyasi should be. A sannyasi should be just like a wooden block in their understanding. But he told them that Hare Krishna mantra eto swabhav jai jape tar Krishna upajai bhav. It is the nature of the Hare Krishna mantra that anyone who chants it, then feelings for Krishna will naturally arise in their heart. So they may have thought, well, that's more reason not to chant it. But then he showed that, no, this is what is in Shastra tells you to chant it. You're supposed to be following Shastra, and Shastra tells us to chant Hare Krishna. And when you chant Hare Krishna, this is what happens. And of course, he gave the Shastric evidence also from Srimad Bhagavatam. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is most merciful he gave Krishna Prem by giving Krishna Nama. With Krishna Nama with the Sharanagata Bhava that we have here in the Ramanuja Sampradaya. They very much stress on Sharanagati, Prapatti. Actually the two are two different words and not the same thing but from somewhat different angles. So fully taking shelter means nothing else. Nothing else left. No other thoughts, no other desires, as expressed in this song. Krishna's Kaviraj states in his Caitanya-caritamrta, Jayatang surato panga mama manda mater gati mat sarvasva padam bhojo radha madana mohanao. Mama sarvasvam, my all in all. Even though I'm unqualified, he sees himself, I'm full of material desires, I'm crippled. But the lotus feet of Radha, Madan, Mohan are all in all to me. And that was the qualification for his compiling Sri Caitanya-caritamrta. He took Krishna as his all in all. Gaura Krishna. He was also, of course, particularly favored by Shuddha Saraswati, she who glorifies Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through the mouths of his devotees in various wonderful ways. So here, he was already known for his compilation, the Govinda Lilamrita, his commentary on the Krishna-katamrta. So such a person can begin to write on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we go through Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to reach Krishna. But Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his whole pastimes are based on Krishna Lila. Especially at the level that Krishnadas Kaviraj had already written about. The pastimes were revealed in his heart. The pastimes of Krishna in Vrindavan. Especially the pastimes of Krishna with the gopis. So he was asked to compile Caitanya-caritamrta, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, especially these pastimes, because the Antya-lila, the pastimes in the Gambhira especially, and later that burst out into the public also. Generally he would keep that secretly in Gambhira. But that is all there. When he was there at night, he would hear Swarup Damodar, or sometimes he himself would sing from Gita Govinda, songs of Chandidas and Vidyapati, which are based on Gita Govinda. And then the Krishna-caritamrta. And Rai Ramananda would also sing songs from his own composition, which he compiled before meeting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All about this. Raja Lila, Radha Krishna Lila. So he knew all these things because he'd taken into his heart Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Govinda, Radha Gopinath. And then he wrote, starting the first word of Caitanya-caritamrta, Vande, offering respects, approaching with great respect. Is a great subject. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy, he appeared as if one of us, but at the same time he was different, because there was no one like him. Even to see him, such a tall figure, golden figure, beautiful figure. So even to see him, everyone would understand he's something different. But he moved among us. He lived in Navadvip. He was born. He lived. He was married. He would address people in a familiar way. When he went to see Chankazi, he called him Chacha. Familiar way of addressing. He took the role of a young boy of Nadia. But to be approached with awe and reverence. The first word, Vande Gurun. He doesn't address Chaitanya Mahaprabhu directly, but he says that we can fully understand Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through the gurus, or understanding them as integral to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Vande Gurun Isha Bhaktams. He is manifest with his devotees. By their mercy, we can begin to understand him. So this mood of Mama Sarvasvam, hinted at in Bhagavad-gita at the end. Even before, Madgata Prana, those whose life has gone to me. But give up all dharmas, surrender to me. And what's left? There's only Krishna. So that's hinted at, but not so much explicated in Bhagavad-gita. Then throughout Bhagavatam, there's so many narrations of surrendered devotees. And Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu revealed that. The Panchatantra said that the storehouse of love of God was sealed, and the Panchatattva broke the seal and distributed it everywhere. That is Srimad Bhagavatam. It was there, full of love of Krishna, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates broke it open. They revealed the message of the essence of Bhagavatam. Srila Prabhupada, having decided to translate the whole Bhagavatam with commentary in English, huge huge undertaking, which he started after the age of 60. Huge undertaking. But he didn't start with that immediately. He started with an overview of the life and teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because by going through him, we can understand, and the Bhagavatam is dripping with love of Krishna. Dripping means the rasa, or it's showering rasa. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu revealed that. And he reveals that through his devotees. The first word of Caitanya-caritamrta, Vande, establishing from the very beginning what is the mood to approach. In this book, it's titled in English, Renunciation Through Wisdom. It's translated from Bengali articles that Srila Prabhupada wrote before he came to the West. They were published in the Gauriya Patrika, I believe it's called, from Devananda Gauriya Math in Navadvip. So we'll find in there's one statement Srila Prabhupada writes about people denigrating Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by calling him the son of Sachi Mata. So someone asked me, well, why is that denigrating? And I thought, and they're thinking, well, he's just like us. The people of Nadia would call him, Aunt Sachi, that's it. Aunt, I didn't read it, I didn't go back and read the Bengali. Aunt Sachi's son. So it's like, his village, he moved among us like an ordinary person, so they would refer, who is this? He's the Parava Adham, the fallen students, the lowest of the students. And then who is this? He's chastising us. He's Aunt Sachi's son. Aunt, naturally in the village, everyone refers to a woman of their mother's age as aunt. So he's just one of us. So in that way it was denigrating. He is Sachi Mata's son, no doubt about it. And we worship him like that. But if we think that Sachi Mata is some ordinary woman, and he's some ordinary boy, some Vishvamba Mishra in the history of great personalities in the history of Bengal. And that's, we won't understand. First we should understand, and then Krishna's Kaviraj establishes that first of all, who is this? Who is this person? He is Krishna. Who is Krishna? He's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We should approach with reverence. That is the mood of service. Very familiar, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu introduced Raja Leela, in which there's much familiarity with Krishna. But he also established right there in Caitanya-caritamrta that everyone up to Radha and up to Nanda Maharaj and the other avatars, they all see themselves as servants of Krishna. Savior Sevak Bhav, the feeling of being a servant of He who is the proper object of worship. This, what is the word? It's fully there in the juice of, it pervades Caitanya-caritamrta. The whole Caitanya-caritamrta rejects or supersedes impersonalism. How can there be impersonalism when someone's singing and dancing so loud? In love, infectious love. That was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's gift, infectious love. So that without going through all the stages of purification of the heart by following the Varnashram system, without consideration of Vedanta, neti, is it this? No. Is it this? No. Without Brahma Jignasa, inquiring into the nature of reality, spiritual reality, immediately, heart to heart, immediately revive their love for Krishna just by radiating his, just being who he is, which is, he is Krishna Chaitanya, he is Krishna conscious. Chaitanya means consciousness. He is Krishna consciousness personified. Piriti Murti in this song we just sung. He's the very form of love. So that affects. When he was going to Vrindavan, at last going to Vrindavan, I tried before going through Bengal. Sanatana Goswami stopped me. I wanted to go so many times. But Sarvabhauma and Ramananda would stop me. Now I'm going. And it's just like escaping. Someone escapes from the prison. They look back to see, is anyone following? So he got away. Got away from Puri, going through the jungle. And his love for Krishna, his happiness. Now I'm going to Vrindavan. His happiness radiated, his love radiated so much that even the dull creatures, they're not even fit for even thinking about. Most humans, actually, anyone in this material world is not fit for thinking of love of Krishna. That's why we're here. But humans can at least begin to think about it if they're very fortunate. But he went through how much condemnation to be in the lower species. Jaganya guna vritisto adhoga chanti tamasa. People are in that condemnable situation of tamoguna. They go down to the animal species. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu just by being there, they all became infected with love of Krishna. Such is his gift. People are fortunate who listen and they believe. There are others who listen and they don't believe. They are most unfortunate. No, it's all hyperbole, invented stories. You'll find these scholars, they write about Krishna, they write about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they write about sadhu. In the history of India, there are innumerable accounts of sadhus performing miracles. They like Jesus in the Western countries. Some people still like Jesus. And they give him important, they say miracles prove that he's God. But in India, performed so many miracles, almost ordinary. Well, not exactly, otherwise it wouldn't be recorded. But the scholars will say, they attribute it, obviously it's not true. They're faithless persons. But the devotees, they accept. Achintya, yes, he can do anything. He does everything. What is his greatest miracle? His various miracles. as Matsya, he expanded his form from a tiny fish which would fit in the water in the palm of the hand of Satyavrata, and expanded him one day to be so big he couldn't fit in any big lake even. He had to go to the sea. Hindu mythology. Kurmadev upheld the Mandara mountain very happily, getting some relief from the itching on my back. No strain, no pain. Varaha lifted up the earth in the form of a hog, and we go on. Narasimha, lion man form. Hindu mythology, they say. And the devotees, they hear, and they say, oh, he came. He came, lion man form. There's great advantage to not being intelligent in the materialistic sense, especially in the education today. They train you to, the training is how to be a rascal, that's all. Don't believe what Vyasadeva says, just believe what we say. And we say, very scientifically, there was nothing and it exploded, and that's why we're here today. It's called science. But that Mahavishnu dreamed and the universe is emanated from his body. That's Hindu mythology. They don't believe it because it's not scientific. We couldn't put Mahavishnu and he didn't fit in our test tube. We looked in the microscope, we didn't see Kshiradakshai Vishnu. So it's Hindu mythology. But we know, we didn't see it, but we know because we're scientists, that nothing exploded. There was absolute nothingness and it exploded, and that's how we're all here today. And you have to believe it. Don't believe in blind faith, just believe what we say, because we're scientists. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, who saved us from this rascaldom and introduced us to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Vande Gurun Isha Bhaktams. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he comes with all his devotees, and they're all devotees who are on this level. Gaura, they've made him the life of their life. This is devotion. We're practicing devotional service. The aim is to come to that level where we don't think. We just do it. Why does a woman love her child? She doesn't, well, maybe nowadays they have to. They get a book and they open the book and read why you should love your child. I think nowadays they probably have books like that, trying to convince them to love their children. If they get past the abortion clinic in the first place, or even before that, there's the contraceptives. So why do you love Krishna? It's not a question. Why do you want to chant Hare Krishna? You could be doing better things. You could be working to make money, and then if you get money, you can get the latest iPhone or whatever, and then you can listen to the latest songs. So why listen to the latest songs? You can sing the greatest song yourself without having to have any money. So all these devotees, they're this spirit of just nothing else. Monare, Koho, Gaura Kata. This feeling that we should speak topics of Gaura. Everything, let me die saying the name of Gaura. That will be the perfection of my life. So thinking like that, all the devotees, that is their feeling. And they have expressed that. We have that that mood is pervading throughout Caitanya-caritamrta. I don't have anything else. Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Raghunath Das Goswami takes it up to the level of Radha. Tavaivasmi, Tavaivasmi. Najivami Tvai Vina. I am yours, I am yours. She's praying to Radha. Without you, I cannot live. So we are looking at Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his feelings in the mood of Radha. But his devotees took that. It's Radha looking for Krishna. His devotees also took that. Hey Radhe Vrajadevike Chalalite, Hey Nandasuna Kutaha. They would pray, call out, Goshantav Iti Sarvato Rajapure. They would run everywhere in Vrindavan calling out, where is Radha, where is Krishna? They took that mode, but Raghunath Das Goswami especially took that in service of Radha. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is looking for Krishna. If we are to follow Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we have to serve Krishna in his pastimes in Vrindavan. That's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ultimately gives. Jadi Gauranga hoito tobe ki hoito kemame dharitam de Radhar Mahima Prema Rasha Shima Jagate Janatoke Madhura Brinda Bipina Madhuri Prabesha Chaturisha Baraja Jubate Bhavera Bhakati Shakati Hoitoka. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the one who now that we've got it, we know that we couldn't live without this. Living has no meaning unless Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come. He's come to give this, to understand the glories of Radha and of the gopis in Vrindavan. Who else but he could have given that? So he taught Gopi Bhatur Padakamalaya Dasanu Dasu Das Dasanu Dasanu, to be the servant of the servant of the servant of the gopis of Vrindavan. So Raghunath Das Goswami expressed that. After Chaitanya Mahaprabhu passed from this world, he left our vision, the prema, he left it behind. Nityananda Prabhu, Nitaya Karuna Hobe, Braje Radha Krishna Pabe, Narottam Das sings that by Nityananda's mercy we get Radha Krishna in Vrindavan. Kripa Balokana Kara Ame Baro Duki. By Nitai's mercy we get Gaur. By Gaur's mercy we get Radha and Krishna in Vrindavan. So this love of Krishna, which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give, Nityananda, he kept that. Now there's the followers, or supposed to be followers of Nityananda, they call themselves the sons of Nityananda, the Nityananda Vangsha. We are descendants, similarly descended, they claim, from Nityananda. Although Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati pointed out the impossibility of that, even from a worldly analysis, because the three who are supposed to be the sons, they're called the sons of Bir Chandra, but they all have different names from different gotras, and they lived in different places, so they must have been disciples. He made that analysis. So they say, without any evidence whatsoever, that the mercy of Nityananda is running in the blood of the followers of Nityananda, the seminal descendants. Their blood is also enriched by the fish from the Ganga, many of them. But actually we know that's accepted by all Gauriyas, that narration, that must be in Narottam Vilas of Narahari, another Narahari, Narahari. Who sung this song? This Narahari Sharka. So Narahari Chakravarti said that Nityananda, on the order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he kept prem for Narottam. That place is still there on the bank of the Padma River, Prem Tali, where Narottam, he came later, a little later, and then he came to that place and Nityananda gave him the prem that Chaitanya. So it came down through the disciplic line. Of course, Narottam also claims to have that from his guru, Prema Bhakti Jaha Hoite. The two are not contradictory. That requires transcendental understanding to understand that. It came down also, Lokanath Goswami, Jiva Goswami, he also claims his association with Srinivasa Acharya. He doesn't mention Shamananda much, but Srinivasa. So it came down through the disciplic succession, and Narottam, he also sings a song of Mama Sarvasvam. Raghunath Das, he's praying in the role of a maidservant of Radharani. And Narottam Das prays, again we'll get the same mood. Shri Rupa Manjari Pada, Shri Mora Shampada. My treasure, my life, my Shri Brata, Shri Tapa, Shri Moha Mantra Japa. Everything I do, my chanting, my dharma, my karma, all my everything, it's all the lotus feet of Rupa Manjari. So he takes it another step, that my all in all, I have nothing. Same thing, I can't live without you. He's praying like that. It's not just poetry, but it is his inner heart's expression. So this is the mood which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had and his devotees have. And by that, Brahmanda Tarite Shakti Dhare Jane Jane, every one of them, every one of the devotees of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can deliver the whole universe. Vande Gurun Isha Bhaktams, all the devotees of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they're all on the same level. They're all on the same level of transcendence and complete absorption in Krishna consciousness, with nothing to do with this world. If we understand that, we can enter into Caitanya-caritamrta. Otherwise, it won't be possible to hear about Rai Ramananda personally dressing, bathing, dressing and decorating young girls. Who can do that? He did it because he saw they are gopis. I have to train them to serve Jagannath in the temple. There was no trace of mundane lust in him whatsoever. Why does the Shikshashtaka come at the end of Caitanya-caritamrta? It should come at the beginning, shouldn't it? I think there's the whole mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu summarized. Should come at the beginning. I was thinking about that. I was thinking, everything that you've taken, everything you have heard is summarized in Shikshashtaka. Comes right at the end. So what do you do? Think, oh, okay, there's that Leela, this, that, okay, maybe I better go back. Then you start again. Vande Gurun Isha Bhaktams Isham Isha Avatarakam. And then every word becomes illuminated by that. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, 108 times he read Caitanya-caritamrta and Chaitanya-bhagavatam. And he gets richer and richer and richer. We're distributing Caitanya-caritamrta with Srila Prabhupada's purports. Without the purports, we'd be lost. Same Bhagavatam, Gita, anything. Who can understand? We're so fortunate. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy on us. Krishna Kripa Srimurti, Gauravani Pracharine. He came to the Western countries to teach the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Prema Rasha Shima. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to teach the ultimate limit. It's unlimited, it's a figure of speech to say that what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give is the ultimate limit. And we're distributing these books. Who can understand? No one will understand. Even if we understand, there's so much more to understand. All the great... Krishna's Kaviraj himself says that for every pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, everyone is a huge ocean, I'm just touching a drop. It's unlimited. What a mercy Srila Prabhupada gave to distribute these books. Then we're simultaneously serving Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his inner feelings and making that available. And what is called his external reason for his appearance, to bring what he gave to the world. We shouldn't take this external to mean something, just like internal energy, external energy, one is spiritual, one is material. It's not like that. It's the same words used, but it means that which is visibly manifest. His external purpose for coming to this world is to preach Krishna consciousness by giving the holy name, deliver the world. But then what's he going to deliver them to? To the impersonal Brahman? No. To Vaikuntha? No. To Ayodhya? Well, if you want to go there, you can. He'll encourage if you want to go. But ultimately, he wants to take us where he eternally resides. He's not inimical to Ram Leela. On Ram Navami, he'll also play those pastimes, as do the residents of Vrindavan in Vraja Leela. They also, on Ram Navami, they're not, it's not outside Vraja Leela, it's not forbidden. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is offering this opportunity. Come right up here. No one allowed. Shiva is not allowed. Brahma is not allowed. The demigods can look from high. Even Narad not allowed. They were allowed, but they had to stop being Shiva and stop being Narada. You have to take a female form. So, he's inviting. Secret. What is the greatest secret? Raja Vidya Raja Guhyam. Krishna says that after having spoken 7 chapters of Bhagavad-gita. Is that right? Comes at the beginning of the 9th chapter. But his speaking begins in the 2nd chapter. So this is the highest knowledge. Yeah, it's the highest. It's the highest. Oh, just look a little higher. Oh, yeah, there's something. And you just keep on going like this. Keep on going. Keep on going. And you come right up to Shikshashtaka, Ashlishyava Padaratam. And then what do? You come back to the beginning. Vande Gurun. Savior Sevak Bhav. You're going down and you go up. It's all inconceivable. Hare Krishna. That's it. That's all of Caitanya-caritamrta in 2 words. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.